All right, guys. Whoa, voice crack. Hello and welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. It is time for KFLive number 210. Come on in, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all, and welcome to the Knives Fast channel. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Now, we're going to start off with a little quiz. What did the jacket, excuse me, what did the hat say to the jacket? You go on ahead. I've got your back. Hey, okay. All right, let's get started. Let's see who's here. James Alton and War Room EDC, both channel members. Jim Miller, channel member and moderator at Nassau. Kirby Smith, hello. John Paul Trujillo, what's up? There is Keith, the Knife Freak. Both of you are channel members, John and Keith, and Keith is a moderator. Thank you. Splitting Slices, moderator and channel member. Tim B, moderator. Just as getting in the groove, jamming to the music. KC turns it off. Yep. Sorry. Hey, what's up? Kevin Smith at Knives. What's up at Nassau and Grayer? There's Jim Miller, who didn't like my joke. Channel member and moderator. Come on, that was a good one, Jim. Oh, gosh. Hey, Ed, what's going on? Hey, Turd Burglar. Oh, my goodness. Come on, that was a good one. What is up, Aries? Good to see you, my friend. Goondocs, hello. There is Keith, the Knife Freak, with the lovely $2.10 super chat. Congrats on number 210. Nice. All right. There you go, Keith. There is your Daleka salute. Fred the Lug, I put up your picture today of the closed tornado. There's Brian White, channel member. Fook Doozle, Mr. Rule number 9, David, channel member. Robert Feely, channel member. What's up? Mick Ranger, hello, sir. Jim, I don't know what I can do, man. That was a really good joke. You should be very on board with that. That was a great one. You know, I tried to entertain. I'm here to entertain. It is night, Goondocs, here on the correct coast. It's night. Hey, Marco, channel member. Hey, Kelly's Mishmash. Nice name change. Hello to you, Kelly, channel member. Kirby Smith, hello. All right, did I get everybody? Make them laugh. Exactly. I should have, you know what I should have ended the joke with instead of the rim shot there. And as I should have, well, you probably won't even know, but I should have said, waka, 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 give my Fozzie Bear. But anyway, if you don't know who Fozzie Bear is, just please don't tell me. Hello, Mallory. Hello, Gabe Harlan. What is going on? Good to see all you guys and girls for sure. Now, we are currently sitting at 28,256 subscribers, and thanks to each and every one of you for being supportive and being here. Now, in a few moments, Dan Kinman is going to join us. He's got his own channel, Dan Kinman, and we're going to get him in here, and we're just going to have some fun and let him talk a bunch so I can just be quiet and rest because I'm tired. Hey, Steve SBK, what is going on? Good to see you. Not feeling the greatest either. My antibiotic so far has not fixed anything, and I feel absolutely horrible. My eye is less swollen, so that's good. But other than that, yeah, not great. Ron Crow, hello. All right, guys, what are you carrying? Let's get the carries going before we bring Dan, who's actually got his camera turned the right way now. We'll bring Dan on here in a few minutes. But let's go ahead and do your pocket checks real quick first and get those done. Hello, Brian Dixon. Good to see you. Animal, yes, exactly. Brant Redbeard got his nice fast member stickers. Thank you for being a member. Had a brain fart and thought you were going to be talking to Ben tonight. That is next Monday. There you go, Kelly. That's funny. Yeah, it's next week. Hey, Caleb, what's up, man? Sean Schroyer in the house. Nice. Good to see everybody. Where's some pocket checks? I'm not seeing any yet. Yeah, Tim found a case deal. So if you guys are case fans, no, not yet, Robert. Robert, everybody keeps telling me USPS sucks, but some people have sent me stuff this week via UPS and it's delayed as well. So nobody's getting it right. Blue Acacia QSP variant, QSP Quist variant and invert. Nope, blue, not blue. Okay, Anassa, you're killing me here. CJRB Acacia, Quist variant, and invert, blue. Not blue, Aries Bud, Enigma, Jackknife of some variety. Very cool. All right, thank you, Anassa. Holy moly. I was carrying my microburst, but after you coast shame me, I'm thinking about switching. Sorry, dude. I suck. Hey, Neil McKenzie. Hey, Grateful Dog. What's up? S35VN Lander 2 and a M390 Mini Militov for just in time. Microtech Stitch and Ramlock for Rick's Knives. Nice. Sean Schroyer with the Microjet Firestorm. Nice. Blind Woo, what's up? Uncle Cal with the Leatherman PS and a Lynch PR. I guess Pry, maybe. Bryant Redbeard with the Vosteed Hedgehog S35 blue marble carbon fiber, blue marble G10. Wow. I'm losing it. Going good just in time. Hope you are. Hey, Dwayne Letterman. All right. Microjet for knives Fast Monday along with McNeese Mac PM2. There's a good pair. I like that. Spyderco Tenacious in carbon fiber and a Rough Rider Wasp. For Brian Kerr. Nice, dude. Very good to have you here as well. All right. Splitting Slices has the Cold Steel Recon Tanto 1, Imperial 22L Farm and Field, and a Buck 102 Woodsman. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Suddenly went into Elvis there, and I'm not really sure why. Currently playing with my Curtis F3 medium that arrived after 4 weeks of being serviced. Nice. Glad to have that back, I bet. Blue scales and inlays. Nice, Justin. Keith, Bel Air, tactile pin, Chuck Richards, mini pry. Nice. Keith, I don't mean to pry, but how often do you use that pry? I don't, I've just always, every time I carry one, I don't use it. Tempest Microburst in the pocket today for Tree Stab and Troy, very nice. XM18 for Brian Dixon. Good to have you, sir. I already said that, but hello again. Tempest, my card. Opinion Blue, Tiny Toothpick, Leatherman Wave Plus, OD Aries Rockhopper for our channel member and friend, Mr. Rule Number 9. Kind of a lighter carry for you today. Supercell and an Aries Bloom for Robert Feely. Just picked up a Microtech Annex for a good price on Blade Bench. Nice. Very good, John Paul. Winterblade M-Fire, which I have gotten good at closing. Nice, Woodfish. Very, very cool. Glad to hear it, and welcome to you, and thanks for being a channel member. Oh, that's wild, Gabe. Maybe that's what the problem is. Maybe they're doing that in my area. But there was a UPS truck in my driveway today with a package from my wife, but neither of my packages came. Benchmade Bug Out and Case Peanut for James Alton. Very cool. Clay Crosby. Hello. Yeah, the chat is kind of flying. Yeah, I didn't do a blue shirt today. I don't know. Just changing it up, Kelly. Trying to keep everybody honest. Fractus and a Null Knives Ghoul. Dude, that's a team right there. David Helka with the killer carry. Let's see. And David is also a channel member, as is David Tooley. Still eating supper. No carry of note. I do have 8 knives laid out, but nothing in the pockets. That's all good. Took my Tempest Fractus to a wedding today. Who gets married on a Monday? Nobody. I mean, did they really? It's terrible. I was at a wedding yesterday and I had a Tornado with me. So I'm rocking the AD20 Rosecraft Bowfin and a Benchmade Super Freak. By the way, I bet your wedding wasn't in a funeral home. Mine was. Fun fact, you can rent out the chapel and rooms in a funeral home to have a wedding. I wouldn't. Some people do. ZT 0562 carbon fiber, CRKT minimalist cleaver, sack hyper, hiker, Olight, i3T EOS, big idea raw titanium pocket pro for Grayer. Grayer only screwed that up 2/3 of the way. Sure. That works, Kevin. This is my Elvis, man. Come on. Pry is a rare use, but nice to have. All right. Fair enough. I carry a pry quite often. I just have never found a use for one. What is up? Will be longtime channel member Paul Bessemer in the house. TRM Bulldog for Clint Crosby. I'm trying to catch up, guys. War Room, Hinder XM18, Spyderco Endura K390. Love it. Asher Nomad and S90 in the Aries Thorn. All in blue scales for Blue Monday. Gotta love it. Nice Blind Woo QC Drift from Rob's Nerdy Knives Private Collection and a Kunwu Mini Chad. Nice. All right, are we getting caught up here? I can't tell. Trusty old Buck 110 for Stephen Nunn. Good to see you, Stephen. Casey, I had Keith build me an obnoxious box opener. Do I need it? No. There you go, sharp guy. That's a good way to look at it, my friend. We don't need everything we have. You are correct. All right. Hey, Brown Sugar. Oh, my gosh. My cursor is locked up. There we go. Carry my Berg Blades Tick and a Kubi Balloon today for our friend Aries. Very nice. Oh, Fred, that's crazy. Man, you just got to get in the rhythm, Fred. Listen to me talking about rhythm, but I got it down. They're not super easy, but yeah, it takes some getting used to. All right, I'm gonna skip up, trying to see any pocket checks here, or are we just chatting? I'm carrying a Remet Rhino, Peacock, and a QSP Canary. I'm also driving and lurking. Nice, Ron. Good to see you. Carnivorous, what's up? Will be with the big man carry. Got the ZT0308 Microtech Amphibian, Spyderco Shaman, Microtech Hera 2, Riot Exo Bastinelli Red V2, Olight Baton 3 Ace Beam TAC 2 AA, and Karis Bolt V2, all for Will be One Moon, Axial Clip Point, Null Voodoo Nefarious Art Company pick. I'm coming, Dan. I swear, dude. Trying to get this done. No, but I kept trying to get him, David, rule number 9. I kept trying to get him to play Thriller in the reception, and they wouldn't do it. One of the guys that worked there said if it would help, we could wheel some bodies up from the basement. This is real life. I am not making this up at all. This is real life. It's real life. Grateful Dog has, man, why is this not working? Sage 5 from the Pinar Snipper guy. Okay. Don't know what that means, but okay. Probably shouldn't have read that, but oh well, I did. Carried the Cold Steel Engage 3.5, CGRB Bowie Pyrite S90V, Leatherman Arc, and an Olight Arc Fell today. Man, we are up to 86. Dan, we got to get Dan in here. Dan, you must be the most popular guy ever. They're all early because they knew Dan Kinman was coming.
I don't know about that.
There he is.
You got a good following already, Casey.
Yeah, I know. But they were all waiting for you. I just can't leave you back there too long here. Let's see. I'm almost there. Carrie is a plain Jane CKF Evo 4.0. Nothing plain Jane about an Evo 4.0, but there you go. That's a killer. Did you carry the Kaiser tomb to the... dang it, Brian. Dang it, dude. No, I have my tornado. That would have been perfect. Titanium Justin in the house. 11-month member. Thank you, my friend. There's your Daleka salute. Up there, Dan's got a makeshift Daleka. Keith, hook the man up. All right, where were we? All right, let's see. All right, I think I got all the pocket checks. I think. I'm going to skip up and whoop, there's one. Jim Miller, blue concept Fenrir, blue denim Zambezi, rock hopper in blue. Got the Blue Monday going on. And after the ceremony, you can go pick out. Note, okay, Tim, again, people are going to think I'm making this up. It's a Sunday, right? And it's a wedding. And literally, I'm walking to go to the bathroom, and there's a dude in his office and two people in there picking out urns in the middle of the wedding reception with music screaming out of the DJ speakers. No joke. I am not making it up. They were picking urns.
I suppose that's kind of a thing you do when you have to do it. You don't really get to pick.
Right. Somebody must have it just happened. But what I feel bad about, Dan, is these people probably just lost somebody and they're coming in. There's people dancing and playing like the electric slide or something. Yeah. And they're in there picking out an urn. It was the weirdest thing I ever seen.
That's rough. That's not an easy purchase, I'm sure.
I think it was a money thing. It was a, save money, go to the funeral home thing. I don't know. I never knew funeral homes did weddings. I now know that. And I will do nothing with that piece of information. But that's okay. But it's all right. Just curious, when the preacher asked if there was anyone who was against the union, did any of the caskets open and wave? No. All right, Dan, let's see what we've got. I'll go ahead and start. I've got the Havorn from Concept. Oh, look at that. Got the Havorn is the first one in the pocket today. Love this thing. Beauty. Dan, looks like Dan's got a microjet.
Today, to be honest, I carry this. This is the QSP.
You should be honest.
Chef Master. I just had to grab the microjets because they're here. But today, QSP Chef Master, I got this at Blade Show, Texas. The choke up spot on there, that choil. Really nice knife. Super sharp. I mean, I think they call it the Chef Master, like you're supposed to be able to use it in the kitchen, maybe, because where your finger is and where the thumb side is, you're back here, so the entire blade is free for pushing through cuts, and it is super sharp. So I mean, I could.
There's some great jokes in the chat. There's some really good ones, man. Oh gosh.
We got a good crowd. We got a good community in here.
But that's awesome. That is a good looking knife, though. That really is that QSP is Chef Master is pretty good, and those are pretty good too.
These two right here. Look at these buttes.
So I've already had people, Dan, tell me the second knife I had in the pocket today. Are you going to carry that every day? One of those every day? And the answer is yes for a while.
Oh, the tornado.
Yeah. So I had another tornado in the pocket today with the blue accents. I never thought I would love a little tiny knife so much, but I do. It is really, really nice. So I'm excited about these. And for those asking, before anybody gets carried away, downdrafts are first. This is just a prototype. Okay. Downdrafts are coming. We're just waiting. We're just waiting for the downdrafts to be shipped. So
very cool. You got some great designs. I look forward to getting some more in the future. Especially, I like that one. I like the blade shape on that. I like the grooves that you got cut in the side.
Yeah. Kind of something fun. It looks like
the other side. You're thinking about the lefties. What are the jimps?
Yeah.
What's the jimp?
Yeah, I think I'm going to extend the jimps. I think I'm excited because it's small. It's small. I'm going to take it all the way to the clip because for me, I'm coming all the way up.
That's what's up.
I'm going to take it all the way to where the clip point starts.
That is what is up.
But, yeah, there'll be jimps galore on this one. They're going to hate me. They're going to be like, "Oh, look."
They'll listen to me. I'll tell them. You got to love those.
He's going to hate me. Yeah.
Full gym.
Snail Trail Dale, what's up, dude?
What's up, Dale?
So Tim B, I saw one of your jokes. One of my jokes last night was, well, they do call it burying the hatchet. So there were a lot. There were so many jokes last night. There was low-hanging fruit everywhere. I literally, I started, Dan, no joke, I don't dance, but I was going to the bathroom and I stopped where they were having the dancing and I just started going like this, like I was holding my hand up and they go, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm dancing with one of the dead people." And then I turned around and walked and went to the bathroom and they were like, I had to go for them. They were all there.
Sometimes you got to just have some fun, keep it light.
Yep. I was having fun. And the third knife in the pocket today, in the carry today is the Aries EDC designed Kubi Bloom. Now I do have one little comment, and this is only KC's comment. This is not going to apply to much of anyone else. This is just me. It is rather difficult to stump stick a knife with a stupid lanyard on it. I just, like I said, I was having a hard time because I was having a hard time sort of letting go properly. You'll see when you see my stump sticking tonight, the knife kind of sticks half sideways, and
you might have to switch, grab it from the.
There you go. We'll try that
and give it a.
I've never done that one.
That might be the new move.
Hey, Kung Fatty, what's up? Great name. Okay. Casey thinks he's Swayze in Ghost. No, please no. But lots of fun either way. So, all right. So Dan Kinman, guys, if you don't know Dan, Dan started his channel. How long you been doing this, Dan? Not too long.
A year and a half, maybe.
Okay. All right. Longer than I thought.
A little more, I guess. I guess we're probably this summer we're pushing up on 2 years, but I'm not sure exactly the first.
Well, I must not have discovered you right away. It must have been a little while.
Well, it's always a slow start, Like, I didn't know how it was going to happen. I'm an artist. I always am looking for projects and fun stuff to do, and I play disc golf like you. We both are disc golf lovers.
Yep.
And I used to dye a lot of discs where you take a disc and you put a design on it and then you dip it in dye and create patterns and cool stuff like that. So I was doing that for years. And then someone told me, they're like, "Oh, did you know that you can do that to like the handle of a knife?" And I'm like this knife right here. And I had a Kershaw in my pocket or something, but it was a black one. And he was like, "Well, yeah, if it's like G10 or whatever, you can dye that with the same material or the same equipment." And I was like, I already have all the supplies. So I basically went home. I found a knife that I had that was, where is it? Of course, I don't have that one in front of me. But I tried it out and it was fun. And then I was like, I want to do this again. And someone was like, "Man, you should make a video." And then somehow I filmed it, ended up kind of getting this instructional teaching kind of a thing. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to explain my experience and whatever." And then I don't know, I just started making videos. I love knives. So I've had knives in my collection for 20 plus years. And the way that they kind of melded together seemed fun to me. And then I started getting to know the community. And as you know, the community on YouTube for the knife people, they're great. Just a fantastic group of people. I was very welcomed in, and the numbers started going up. And I went to Blade Show last year. I went to Blade Show this year, and I've just met a lot of people. I've been having some really good experiences. I'm almost at 9,000 subscribers.
Nice.
And I'm actually at like 89, 90. I'm like a couple away right now.
And the main reason I brought you on is because I want to tell all the people in the chat to be quiet. He's live more often than I am. So pick on him. Okay?
I learned it from watching you, all right? I started doing it, and really it took off. When I started doing vertical lives, I started gaining a lot of new subscribers really fast. And then it was fun. And then I realized that the lives are sometimes some of the most enjoyable to me because you can get on and chat with people. And like, I have a lot of friends, but a lot of my friends want to talk about disc golf or whatever it is that they like. And I don't have a lot of friends that are definitely like knife people. I have a few, but you know, sometimes when you get just a large group of people and I can pick up like a knife like this and I can say, oh, check it out. And they can go, oh, you have a tall boy. That's great. You know, like, and to be involved in a community where I'm looking for new stuff that's coming out. Well, these have been out for a little while, but just to have that community and that ability to kind of talk to a huge group of people that are interested in the same stuff I am. And it just kind of snowballed to where I'm at now.
No, I totally agree. I mean, I'll tell you a little story about a man named Jed, but so I started my channel 8.5 years ago, and it just kind of fluttered for about 3.5, maybe 4 years. You know, I think at the end of that 3.5 to 4 years, I might have had 75 knife videos. And then one day I stumbled upon some guy named Big Red EDC doing a live stream, and he and I started talking. Next thing I know, I learned, you know, there's a community of some sort, and you know, and it all started with that, and that's where this all began. It's, to me, Dan, that first, I mean, I'll always talk about how it started, but at the same time, I mean, that part wasn't really the channel. I mean, until the people were in here, and the people that I see in the chat that have been here all the way through,
right?
You know, it's like, it's crazy. It's a family, and it's like you said, I get excited sometimes about these things, these pokey stabby things, because I enjoy them, and most of the people that I hang around with don't. And so it's interesting. My kids do a little bit. My nephews both love. I gave both of my nephews microbursts about 1.5 years ago, or I guess it was for Christmas, so almost 2 years, about 1.5 years. And they carry those things every day.
Right.
And then when they dull them, they bring them to me to sharpen. But anyway,
right.
But which I've got a backlog of knives to sharpen right now, but it's fine. But you know, it's just, that's just the way it is. And you're right. I mean, I've developed a little bit of a kind of a disc golf group that I go play with, and you know, I do little tournaments with and stuff like that. But this group is an incredible bunch of people. It really is.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. It's all Big Red's fault. If you don't like my channel and you want me to go away, blame JB. That is exactly it.
I got to meet him in Texas not too long ago here. We had a good time. I tell you, and then being online and meeting people and talking in chats is one thing, but then you go to the shows and then you actually meet some people like face to face to start talking to them.
Yep.
And it's even more exciting. I we
have a good time in Atlanta every year. It's crazy.
I'm gonna try to get there. That first day at Texas, the show was over and we were in the back, and the lady who was in charge came through and she was like, "Oh, you guys are still here. You weren't closed. You gotta go." And so she booted us out the door. We're walking out the door. Melissa Backwoods is walking out. Fred's walking out. I'm there. Wheezy was with us. We all kind of ended up right outside the front right along the street. And there was about 15 of us, and we sat there and talked about knives for like another 45 minutes. So like the show's done, it's over. We could all leave, but we're standing next to the street and we're all like, oh, pulling out knives. Fred's got this, talking about that. it's just such a cool community. I can't talk highly enough about them, you know?
No, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. All right, Dan, I have a very important question for you. If I were to put what I'm going to show you in front of you, could you, this is going to tell us how good Dan is of a disc golfer. Of course, you're not going to be able to see it because it's going to be back. No, it won't be backwards. Can Dan Kinman throw that disc?
The Shrike? I have one in my bag.
You could throw a 13.
Well, okay.
I want to hear this now. This is important.
This is not this one, but this is a representation of my main.
There you go.
The Valkyrie.
Yeah.
So you know the Valkyrie, right?
Oh yeah.
That's
that's a 9. A 10 speed is the highest I go. So
right. Well, the Valkyrie is a 9 speed.
Yeah.
And that's my main driver.
Okay.
My bag right now, I have 4 Valkyries in there, all of different, one of them's really beat up, so it's more flippy, and then one of them's kind of mid, and then a couple brand new ones. But I mostly will throw the Valkyrie, but then I have a couple Shrikes because I don't have a high arm speed. I broke my elbow back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And so the Shrike for me is my stable. Like if I have something where it's windy or I need to throw something where I know it's going to go straight for a little bit and then hook up, it's the Shrike. So I'm not really
off on disc golf. My main driver is an MVP Insanity, which is a 9. Mm-hmm. That's my main disc.
In the chat, my buddy Ken Fixed. Now he can throw a 13 Shrike far.
That cannot throw Shrike. Nice, Ken. Get him, Ken. Well, see, I've got all the discs that are up here. I've got 2 Shrikes up here, and then I've got this is from the World Championship last year, right here in my town.
Cool.
So that's like everybody that was. I mean, pretty much all the main players. There's Paul's on there, and Evelina who won it, and Kristen, and I mean, it was all the good ones are on there. Simon's on there. Yeah. So, but most of what's up here is either memento or something I can't throw.
Okay. It all collapses.
Yeah, it did actually. There we go. I think I got it. All right. We're good.
Yeah, I've been running a disc golf league. It's a random doubles league on Wednesday nights in the summer. This is the 12th year I've been running it. I kind of got grandfathered in. Apparently, they thought I was an organized, responsible person and pulled me in and made me start doing it. And it's been basically the longest actual job I've ever had.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, there's a group that meets at a local course every Thursday night, and I play every other Thursday night with them, or as much as I can. And the reason is one Thursday night's the long tees and one Thursday night's the shorts. Guess who's playing the shorts, baby? Well, that's
why my league is fun, because it's doubles. So you get to play best shot and you get paired up with someone.
Yeah, I like doubles.
Handicaps and stuff. So as people do good, they gain strokes. And so you could get paired up with like a really good thrower or someone who can't throw as far. But sometimes you can, you get a lefty and a righty paired up together, and they might go and win the whole thing that night.
Yep. All right. We got to stop talking disc golf. We're losing people. We were at 109 people. We lost them all. Hey, look, I did do a video where I taped a knife to a disc to torture it. So go watch that when it's on the CJRP Pyrite Light. So I taped it to the bottom of a disc with Gorilla Tape and threw it in, putted with it for about 20 minutes. So
wow.
Stress test. Freaking weirdo. But anyway, all right. So I think I know the answer to the next question. And then, guys, if you have questions for Dan, please ask, but don't all ask them at once. Spread it out, because I will miss them. Oh, come on, Tim. Tim fell asleep because of the disc golf talk. But I think I know the answer to this.
Okay.
What is Dan Kinman's favorite or most owned knife brand? And I think it's Kaiser, but let's see.
Yep. Okay. Currently, I would still say it's probably Kaiser. I have over 30. Right now, though, I got to tell you, Concept is making some moves. Concept has been making some really cool knives I've been happy with lately. Not to like pull it away from Kaiser, but yeah, definitely Kaiser's been one of my tops. I still kind of say my favorite is the Mini Towser K. I have 4 of these. This is the White Mountain Knives, 154 CM and Frag Titanium.
That is a cool one. You want to see my favorite Kaiser? You want to see my favorite Kaiser, Dan? You ready?
What?
This right here is my favorite Kaiser. The Orbital Knives. Kaiser made Paul Munko
it's cool.
Fornax. Thank you. Oh my gosh. This is ultra smooth. Look at that. Did you just see it? Watch this. Yeah.
Just drops.
Oh my gosh.
I had someone in my chat came at me the other day with that because I was doing this and I was dropping it to my thumb like that, like we all do. Everyone in the knife community, you got that right-handed close.
What I always say is know the knife. Okay, know the knife. If you have an edge termination that's going to get you, then don't do that. In this case, you have a good spot there for your thumb to go, and know the knife. Know where your finger's going to land. As a matter of fact, just take a moment and do that and see. Okay, am I going to be okay? Am I not? Don't let it fall. Just know what you're messing with.
Yeah, it's like they think it's like we don't know what we're doing and we're being stupid. And it's like the reality is I've opened this knife a bunch of times. I know there was nothing wrong with what I just did there. And then some of them as a lefty, I'll go like this and I know I can catch it there. You know, like it'll still work because I can bring it around and I know it's going to stop like that. And then it just drops shut. You get used to your knife. You learn your knife. You know
100%. There are certain knives you better not be doing that with. Some of them be better. Yeah, Concept is absolutely killing it. You are correct. Mike Jernak, the answer to your question is that new rule from the NCAA is the dumbest rule known to man. But yes, they forgot. They literally submitted a roster to the other coach and did not put a pitcher on the roster for that game. And when they showed up on the mound, the pitcher goes to warm up and the coach comes out and points at the umpire, says, he's not on my list. And they literally had to forfeit the game because they did not put the guy on the roster for that game. There's a limited amount of players you can have on a roster for each game. Good Lord, that thing is huge. I especially like the sharpening choil that doubles as a finger choil. Yes.
Right. You get right in there, get that tight work. Someone asked which one my favorite Bowie was, so I had to grab that. This is a Rough Rider. These are guaranteed for life. Guaranteed for life.
That's a Rough Rider?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Mike, I was not at that game. It was an away game.
So what was my first knife, they're saying?
First knife.
My first knife I do not have anymore, but I can remember it was something small, kind of like something with a little trapper style, kind of a little mini little. It was probably an old timer or a buck or something, but just one of those small ones. I lost that. I did get a Boy Scout knife that I don't think I have in front of me, but the original Boy Scout knife that had the blade and a can opener and a bottle opener on it. That was like the main knife I had as a kid. And then I won one at a carnival that I still have. But I'd say the oldest one that I remember having would be my Boy Scout knife.
Gotcha. I answered before you asked. I answered before you asked, Ash. So, ha.
Right now, my stuff's everywhere. I moved into a new room. I've been doing my lives down in the living room, and I filmed all my videos in there, but it kind of took over my living room. and I live in a house by myself, and this was kind of the spare bedroom that I wasn't really using. So I decided to take the bed out, move everything, picked up a couple shelves. I'm going to start putting all my knives. This is just temporary. I had to make something look pretty for your live.
There you go.
But I just got these shelves yesterday, so I'm going to empty those off, put some racks on there so I can basically put my entire collection there, and then I can film my videos here, maybe have a couple different walls for doing lives really and stuff. Like kind of like you got your little case set up.
I've got this tiny little, very cluttered space, so it is what it is.
Yeah, my living room was just cluttered, and I just had knives everywhere. I was like, I could kind of isolate it, kind of control it, so I'm slowly going to move them all into here, and I'm going to do a whole knife overview collection as I bring them in. So I'll be like, here's all my Kaisers, and then I'll make a shelf for the Kaisers or whatever, and then kind of slowly go through all of them.
Jim, you're not very nice. And Gabe, that's cool. There's some SAKs that are about Swiss Army knives that are about like that thick. I've seen those things. They're crazy.
Those have been popular forever. I have a Swiss Army knife. It's in my little emergency kit bag that I have. I rarely use it.
Yeah, those are quite crazy. I did want to show a couple things that came in today. And we can talk about those because I know you also, unless I'm crazy, I think maybe I'm getting you and somebody else confused, but I think you also like CJRB stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. And so this came in today. CJRB sent 2 versions of the I'm gonna forget the name. Lyrid. They said this is one of the few sheep's foot blades they've ever done. And it is, as you can see, a bar lock. But they seem to do a pretty good job with them, especially with thumb studs. Holes kind of sometimes struggle, but thumb studs. But I like kind of the patterning on the
the lines, grooves.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So are they going to be in the AR RPM9 or in that new?
I don't know why they've not switched to the SF yet, but no, these are AR RPM9.
Okay, so they're still sticking with that for now.
Now we'll say the black one is a little stiffer, but that's normal for a coated blade. This one is absolute fire. I mean,
so are they coming out soon, or are they already out? Or
I think they just became available because I Googled it earlier today and I found them. Let's just see. CJRB. Yeah, you know why I remember, Dan? Because they're $66.60.
Not bad.
No, we got too many sixes there for me. But anyway, oh, wait a minute. Now that's interesting. So I think I must have found them at like whoa. Is that you or me?
What? I didn't. What?
Oh no, I see what I did. Okay. I opened I had music playing suddenly. Well, I swear I saw it earlier today for $66. But they're actually $50 for
That's
G10.
not bad at all.
And whoops, that is the wrong deal. So let's get that off of there and let's put this guy up there. There we go. And we're going to put Dan and me back up. Oh, gosh, I'm struggling. There we go.
We're there.
All right, so $50, and it looks like they're in black on black. That's steel blue.
Ooh, I like that.
Or they say gray, but it looks blue to me.
Yeah, it's kind of got a bluish.
And then green. So, yeah, they just sent these. So, he told me like a week ago, he reached out and said, hey, can I send you these? I'm like, sure.
That's cool.
So
I don't remember seeing those at Texas.
I don't remember having seen them until he just reached out and said, hey, we've finally got a sheep's foot. You want to see it? I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a cool shape.
So I guess they haven't done a lot of sheep's foot. So I guess I haven't really thought about it, but yeah, not bad. I mean, really nice, good 4-finger knife, square scales. I mean, they're not contoured or anything like that, but budget $50 knife. I mean, I'll take it
for $50. Yeah, my favorite CJRB is still the Riff.
That is a nice one. Yeah, I like that one too. Button lock, that's right.
And I could not remember. I dig that. And of course, everybody's got to have a pyrite.
Yep. I've got one back here that I beat the crap out of.
I actually almost like the Echo more than the pyrite. I don't have one in front of me.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. I like the Echo. I don't know. I think I do. I probably like the Echo a little bit better. It's hard to say. And then this one came in today too. This is a wild looking knife. And you were talking about concept. We've got the Sibin. Came in from the pass around today.
Yes.
This thing's pretty crazy looking.
Fried titanium. That's got a very similar kind of a look to this concept right here.
And I love the Goblin XL. I mean, that is a fantastic
Goblin's great. I like the blade shape on that. Do me a favor if you could, though. How is the lefty flick out when you put pressure on the lock?
You want me to lefty flick? Okay.
Well, I mean, if you can put pressure on the lock and flick it out, and it doesn't get is tight.
Can't do it, Dan. All right, let me try to not put pressure and just make sure it's not just me. All right.
Right.
Boy. Okay, sort of.
Because that's my biggest thing.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a thing because it's a big lock bar.
Mm-hmm.
That is a large lock bar.
Right.
Well, like in the case of
the Goblin is huge, and I can put my thumb directly on it, push down, and still flick it out without a problem at all. So as a lefty,
tell you what, let's try the righty thumb flick because sometimes that's the same thing. Okay, I can do that.
Okay, so you can put a little pressure on.
Yeah, so I'm putting a little pressure. Now, see, it gets really tight, but you can do it.
Right, because that's the biggest thing for me is just the ability to, as a lefty, if it's a titanium and you've got a big exposed lock and I put pressure on it and it doesn't open, it just kind of takes it out of the fun for me.
Right. And they're all saying don't make Casey flick left-handed or he's going to drop it. So they're not wrong. They're not wrong.
If he could do it, then it would I wouldn't have a problem. It would
I Big Red every once in a while will do a video where he does it left-handed for all the lefty guys out there. I can't do that. It's quite awkward for me, and I'm not sure I'm giving the knife a good showing if I do it. If you know what I mean. I'm not
sure. Does anyone have one and they can flick it with the lefty without?
Okay, well, we should have led. We buried the lead, Keith. Yes, Dan Kinman is a lefty. So, and he's a lefty that's not loud and obnoxious like another lefty would know. Maybe that'll bring him out of hiding. Somebody go text Kevin that Casey's calling him loud and obnoxious and see
if he just pops out all of a sudden like hello.
He won't. But this is kind of cool. I do think it's interesting that suddenly they're numbering their knives. They weren't doing that.
Where'd they put it?
It's on the blade. It's been on the last several I've seen. This is number 52 of 300. It's right there above you're not going to be able to see it on this camera. It's right.
You can sort of see it. Not really necessary, but
yeah, let's see. Here's the let's just check these other two I've got down here.
I really like the design of that, though.
I've got the Crew. I've got the Crew, but the Crew is in a Damascus blade, so I doubt I'm going to be able to see a number. There is that's a model number. Okay, the Crew is not numbered. And here's the Super Hawk, which is also a Damascus blade. And maybe they don't number the Damascus ones. Jeez. But I've seen it on several recently. This one is also not numbered. Maybe they don't
see it on the Goblin.
Yeah. No, it's been a more recent thing, and it's only on certain knives. Maybe some of their designers are asking for it, because I have not been told anything about the Thunderheads being numbered. So I do not know. Hello. How was work? Ashlyn's here. Everybody say hi to Ashlyn. Put your hand in there at least. There she is.
Hi.
Nice. I'm not sure what that shirt is, but
It's one piece.
One Piece. Okay. I don't know. Oh, that's an anime, is it not?
That's,
okay.
That's what the kids are into.
What the kids are into. Yeah. Everybody's saying hello. Let's see what our bunny is. Bow tie killer bunny. This hung out with us
tonight. Let's see it.
This hung out with us at the funeral home wedding last night, right? I'm kidding. The bow tie killer bunny. I don't know. He's wearing a bow tie. He's going to a wedding and he's killer, so he's at a funeral. No? Okay, fine. All right. Why you glare at me?
Because you're
bow tie killer bunny number 125. And there he is. Get your finger out of the way. Okay.
He looks harmless.
He is kind of harmless, but whatever he's hugging there, I think is probably has a machete inside the
right. Those are the most dangerous ones. They look harmless.
Oh well, close enough.
He's probably got a bomb in there.
He's got a bomb in there. All right, we're gonna put that in the bag. Thank you, dear.
Here, you can't
those are fun.
see him.
Oh, she's coming back. Hold on. But she doesn't want y'all to see her. But she's saying, there's money. There's money.
Right in Nassau, the innocent ones always.
I'm giving him bunny ears since he doesn't have real bunny ears. He's got little tiny ones.
Looks like me? Nah. Much cuter.
Yeah, the peaceful bunnies are the ones to worry about. Exactly. Yep, you got that right. There he is. Hello, Griffin. Hello. Who's the other one? JR Miz. Good to see you. 89. See, Dan, we talked about disc golf and we lost a bunch of people, but it's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, they're all. Come on. You know you love disc golf.
Lame.
Oh, wow. Really?
I didn't get into it. I got into it very late in life as far as, like I could have done it in college or much sooner, but it was like mid 2000s before I ever even knew about it. And as soon as I saw someone throw one far, I was like almost instantly hooked.
Yep. Probably do Blade Show next year. Nice, James. That'll be cool to meet you. That'll be cool.
I'd like to meet.
I'm gonna. I've had this new thought process. Oh, cool.
Somebody asked. It's Tim did. Tim, my buddy Dave gave this to me. It's a cribbage board. I actually won this part of a fishing challenge last winter. My ice fishing trip with my buddies.
Ice fishing. I've never done that. So one kind of fishing I've never done. I've done a little bit of everything.
I didn't that until a few years ago either. And man, it's really fun. And you can bring knives with you when you ice fish. There's knives involved with ice fishing.
Yeah, that works. So I think my philosophy. I've not gone to either Blade West or Texas, and the reason is when I'm at Blade Atlanta, I take all my crap. I take everything for Tempest. I set up a table, and it actually, I tell you, it's the hardest part about it is trying to be Knives Fast and Tempest. And trying to get content and trying to meet people. And, that's why, I think what I'm going to probably do. And first of all, I'm going to listen to the people helping me at my table, and I'm going to go away from the table a little bit this year, but
find someone that really help you.
Decided is if I'm going to try to pick one of West or Texas and go to one of those as just Knives Fast, not go as Tempest. I mean, I'll bring some Tempest stuff with me to carry and show people, but I'm not going to have a table. So I think that's the answer because it's a lot. It is so costly. Blade, you guys have no idea. To be a vendor at Blade Show, it ain't cheap. And I'm not just talking about what you pay them, but you do. You pay a very big table fee, and then you got to pay for internet, and then you got to pay for if you want power, you got to pay for power, which I just bring a giant battery. And then you got to pay to, if you're flying, you got to pay to get all your stuff out there. and everything. It's too much. So,
yeah. And just going without even having a table, going and then trying to make content, meet people, find stuff that's interesting and buy it.
Yep.
The weekend goes so fast.
Oh yeah.
Only doing that. Imagine doing that and having a table. It's like you would need someone extremely reliable at the table.
Oh yeah, I have that. I have that. I'm
don't have to worry about it so much.
Yeah, I'm a control freak, so that's my problem.
Exactly. You want to make sure it's good.
Dan,
you want to be able to interact with people.
Right. It's a responsibility thing too, because let's just say somebody in the chat says, "Hey, I'll see you at Blade Show," and then I'm out milling around, and they come by the table. There one time they come by the table, and I miss them. I feel like crap, you know. So I try not to be gone too long. And then Freak Show and Trevor text me. If somebody comes to the booth, they text me, and I between interviews, I grab my phone and I go, "Oh crap," and I go back to the table. So we kind of worked out a system last year where it worked out okay. But yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's like everything else in my life, dude. I've got 2 full-time jobs, some part-time work, a knife channel, and a knife company. Yeah. So and hopefully these. Well, I'm not gonna get political. I'm gonna be quiet. Hopefully, I will still have a knife company after all these tariffs going. But anyway.
But you keep busy. That's what life's about. You do stuff that you love to do. You have some fun. You keep yourself occupied.
You know what, Jim? The best salesman on the floor of Blade Show is Trevor Spiron. There is
hands
no
down
way, because the year before, Jeremy and I hardly sold squat. Trevor is engaging and fun, and he doesn't even know that dang much about knives. But he has a really good time with it, and that kid sold a ton of knives. And yes, I pay him very nicely, so it's worth his time. Plus, I feed him while he's there. He doesn't pay for anything, so
nice.
Yeah,
taking care of him.
Yeah,
I would love to get down there. I'll do my best. I've been trying to see, but just going is expensive, especially like I'm in Minnesota. I drove to Texas. But driving and the hotel and gas and everything, it's expensive just to get.
Yeah, that's a long way for you too. Everybody's asking where you're from. I saw you say it. He's in Minnesota, and the only time I've ever been to Minnesota in my life is one of my worst memories.
I've heard about it. Tree Stabbing Troy's in Marshall. I've been to Marshall. I know people from Slayton. And which is right by Marshall.
Okay. Hold on, I got to clear this up. Troy, I pay him and buy his lunch and dinner. I pay him and do that. Please get that straight. Good grief. So yeah, there's a lot of people in here from that upper Midwest kind of area.
It's really not a bad gig. Most of the people you bump into are pretty nice, pretty friendly.
Yeah. I didn't have any real problem with. I mean, I just didn't want to spend the first day of my Yellowstone vacation in the Mall of America. That's all.
Right. Mall of America is a whole nother world.
Yeah, that was. Well, we didn't know what else to do. We knew we were stuck for a day, and we're like, well, now what do we do? So we were in the Mall of Stinking America. So.
Jason Watson carried his microjet today. Which microjet do you have, Jason?
Nice, Jason.
Not only do I have this one, I mean, I'm double up here. Nobody has these. Nobody has an Ultim one with a sandblasted blade, right? And then nobody has the titanium one that's anodized blue and bronze.
Did I kill myself out of my own stream?
Yeah, you pulled yourself out. You gave it all to me, and nice. I took over.
Yeah, freak show.
This is honestly one of my favorite knives. If I wasn't constantly carrying different knives and testing out new knives and stuff, it's just a really, really good design. The jips, the feel, the satisfaction opening and closing it. It cuts well. I love it. I'd love to get the bigger version, the Jetstream. I wasn't able to. I know you released a couple not, a few months ago or whatever, but I just wasn't in the market at the time.
Yeah. And I'm down to just warranty at this point.
Right.
I've actually got a couple. I've still got 2, but I'm trying to get those. See if I can get something done to them for Blade Show, but I haven't gotten that far. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Wait.
The action is sweet. The detent is light. Interesting. Yeah,
really?
I mean, they are a little bit different depending on which model you got, but
mine are pretty solid. I just caught my finger on that one, but generally, I think they're the 2 I have really are snappy.
All right, I saw 2 questions for me, and they're both from 404, so we're going to answer those. Number 1,
got it.
Blade Show Atlanta. I've got a box down here with my 2 Kubi models. I will be selling those. I will have Dust Devils and Supercells for sale at the booth, probably at the cheapest price you'll be able to get them at that point because of the tariffs. Did I say that out loud? I got to stop saying that. Anyway, and I will have downdrafts. I will have a few microjets. I will not have a bunch. I will probably have, let's just see, 10, 18. So let's just say like 25 microjets. So I have some downdrafts, some microjets, the Kubi knives. I'll probably have a couple of jet streams, just like 2 and like 1 Fractus. And that'll probably be absolutely it. Man, I might have like 2 Fractuses actually.
I hope you sell them all.
Nope, I only have 1. I lied. I'll take that back. But yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, Jason, I don't know, man. We'll just have to see. I'm being a little hyperbolic because we don't really know what any of it means yet. But I just, I don't know. We'll just have to see what it does. Save me a downdraft. There you go, Chris.
The shipping from Kubi's a little tough right now. What is it still? Is it still a $35 shipping?
On those particular, on the things in stock right now at Kubi, they're charging $35 shipping. And I have not asked them yet. People keep asking me to ask them. Here's the thing, guys. I was also asked for a downdraft update. The downdraft has been completely paid for. I've paid for everything. I've paid for shipping. I'm wanting them to finish assembly and ship them, and I'm not asking any questions because I don't want to prompt some kind of, hey, we're going to up this, or hey, you owe us this much more for that, So as far as me asking about shipping, I'm not the guy that's going to be asking those questions right now. I want to get my downdrafts here for the price I agreed to pay for them, and then I'll ask some questions.
Right.
And so they said that they should be done assembling and boxing this week, and they should head this way. So now I told them, just so you guys know, QC is prime importance. Take your time, get the QC right. Don't send me anything that's not right. And so if it goes into next week, I don't really care. I want them to get it right. So
better to get them all right the first time for sure.
Yep.
So freak show, you want to split a room? I'll jump in on this Airbnb. What do you say?
Yeah, there you go.
That would save a little bit. Then I just get a flight down there.
Yeah, no, Tim, I agree with what you're saying, but that doesn't mean it has to be an end user cost. They might eat that cost and pay it themselves. And you know what I'm saying? You get it? So, because we already have an agreed on deal. So for me, there you go.
Ken Fix is asking you, KC, what's your go-to for sharpening equipment?
Yeah, so I'm Okay, I'm just going to be honest, and I do this all the time. I say this all the time. I'm too flipping busy to sharpen as much as I should, okay? When I do sharpen, most of the time I've got so many new knives that I don't have time to freaking sharpen. But I use the TS Prof Pioneer, and I use the TS Prof Stones. I have not been like Jared and gotten into 1,000 different, whatever this and that stones.
Oh, he's into it.
I just use the TS Prof stones. Okay. I am not good enough to use anything else.
Right on.
Hey, Tim, just keep all that to yourself. Come on, man. You're killing me. I will find out.
I just try to use a different knife every day, and then you don't have to sharpen them very often.
Tim, depending on what the cost is, they may just the downdrafts may just stay in customs, because if it's some big bill, I won't even be able to do it. So they may just stay in customs. And we'll never see them.
Instagram? I'll have to see if
I'm kind of joking. For those that are panicking right now, I'm mostly joking. But it's just, this whole thing is so unknown. I'm not good with the unknown. Oh. No, I know, Anasso. I just hate to up people's prices, man. That's why I've been so cautious about giving a price on these knives yet, because I do not know. There should be a YouTuber table. Yeah, we've talked about that a bunch of time, but I kind of backed out of it because I've got my own table. But yeah, somebody should do that for sure. I would go in on it and come sit there and chill. I don't think Blade Show would go for that. We've talked about it, and I'm pretty sure Blade Show would not be good with a bunch of YouTubers just hanging at a table. You get a limited number of passes at your table, and if they decide to be crazy, you only get 3 passes. So if they decide to be crazy, they could come and say, well, you got 10 people sitting here at this table, y'all got to break it up. So
they're like, no.
I don't know.
A YouTuber's table. In a way, that's kind of fun.
It would be fun.
I don't like being tied down. I feel like I didn't have enough time to run around everywhere.
Well, that's kind of why it never happened, because everybody was saying, I got to be doing my videos. I got to be doing this and that. So
right.
I think what he means is a table for us to just go and park out every once in a while, and people can come up and say, hey. But yeah. Hey, Gorilla, what's going on? All right, Dan, what are some other cool knives that everybody should see? Something that going to knock our socks off. What we got?
Got this one here. Primo Jack.
Nice.
Justin got us on a pass around, and
I heard that. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool of Ben, and I get to keep this one. I'm going to mess around with it. I'm actually thinking about taking the clip off and having it just be like a traditional, even though it's got the lock on there. It's not really in the way all that much, but it does come with a tab that you can swap out if you want. And something about it, it just has that look of the, the traditional kind of slip joint look minus the lock on the bolster. That I was like, I thought about getting a slip for it and removing the clip, but I'm still on the fence. Still on the fence.
Nice. There's Freak Show saying write down his name there, and that's the same thing he is on Instagram, and y'all can chat.
All right, I can find him on there. See if we can.
It's actually not Freak Show; it's Frick Show.
Frick Show.
Frick Show.
It's Frick Show. First time I ever saw Finch Knives was on your channel.
Yep.
And I picked up this Finch Nocturnal. This is a really fun one. I love the blade shape on this. It's a little different.
Oh, yeah.
And this one's got the glow, so it's, it's not totally dark in here. Maybe if I do this real quick, like this.
Ooh. Oh, now your fish is glowing back there. Nice. Yeah, that's a good one too. You didn't have to hit it for very long.
Right, but look at the difference on that side versus the side we hit. It just takes off.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, Waylon, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hey, Blade Walker. We're back up to 106 again. We stopped talking about disc golf and they came back.
There it is. But yeah, I've been wanting a finch for a while, and I saw a couple on your channel. And had been kind of hanging out, waiting, and then I found this one, saw it, jumped on it, and now it makes me want to get another one just because it feels great in the hand. I can actually flick it out, even though there's nothing on there to flick it with.
Gorilla, as dorky as I am, I can actually help you with this. You have to be kind of dumb to do what I'm about to suggest, but it works. First things first. Go put some heat on that sucker, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you use, put some heat on it. And then I need you to, well, you can do this step first, actually. Get a Dremel with a cutting disc and put a flat head notch in that, and then heat it and turn that sucker out. I have had 2 people return knives to me with stripped out screws, and that's exactly how I fixed it. Or you can drill them through. Yes, you can. I'm kind of a klutz, and I was trying to do the thing that was the less chance of me screwing it up.
Right.
So
I had a situation like that. I did the same thing. I took the Dremel, I just made 2 small notches and turned it into a flathead. Done. You know, it's not ideal, but if that's what you're, you either
gotta keep off of the scales. Obviously, just be careful. If it's too small of a pivot screw, it might not work. But if it's a big enough pivot screw, it'll work. That's what I did. So I've done that twice now. Did someone say Finch? Yep, Dan had the Finch Nocturnal. There it is.
Such a cool shape of the blade. I have this fixed blade. This is a custom I got at a Midwest Knife Makers Guild, and it just had a similar. But look at this: 154 cm one-off, full length. Micarta. Cool. It's super, just a big old handle, but then you just got this super razor sharp mirror edge on there.
Feels like a shiv of some sort.
Right? But doing work and ripping open some cardboard or something, the thing just works like really, really well.
So Gorilla, the answer is that's what I used. Again, and by the way, just because I don't want to get sued, wear safety glasses, wear a mask. And I did both of those.
Right.
And so, yep. And again, I mean, if you have enough, what's the word, Casey? Give me the word. If you have enough thread left and you heat it, you might be able to turn it without even doing what I just said.
Right.
You have just a little bit and you tilt your bit just a little bit. Sometimes you can make that happen. All right, Byron, enjoy the dog walk.
Justin Knives is asking about the Tech Knives Benji.
There you go.
I know that you guys, Casey and Justin, both have said that theirs wasn't very sharp. Mine kind of has a decent edge on it. I stropped it up, and it's actually pretty nice. But the action, it's about the best action. I'm not a big auto. I'm out of focus here.
Yeah, you're a big out of focus guy.
Yep. I'm not really huge on the autos, but these were $50 in Texas, and just the action was just kind of a fun, snappy feel. I picked it up. As far as he says, what did he say? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do I like it? As far as out the fronts go, I'd give it a 8.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7.5 to 8. Mine's 7.5 because it's dull as crap. I mean,
right?
you could.
Have you tried sharpening it up though?
I haven't. I'm not exactly sure how to go about sharpening that because I don't want to take. I mean, I can take it apart and take the blade out. I ain't got enough room. I mean, if you leave it like this, I'm not sure I got enough room to get a good edge on it.
Get yourself just something for doing touch-ups, just like a little work sharp.
Yeah, maybe so.
Like something like this.
It honestly, to be very honest with you, I don't think this ever got a proper edge. It's so the reason I say that is if you look on this side, come on, focus. The edge, see how deep the edge bevel is? Okay. And now if you look at this side, that edge bevel is barely existent.
Right. Like they didn't catch both sides.
Yeah. And so either that or they do some kind of chisel grind or something, but it's odd. Yeah, I gotta be honest. Everybody's going bazonkers about the new zipper, which is the utility one, and everybody keeps asking me why I haven't gotten that yet. Okay, I got two reasons.
That one where you push it up and then it's a spring close.
A utility knife, and I've got two reasons for that. Number one, do I really want to projectile fire a utility blade that's attached and can fly out? Do I really want to do a removable blade on an OTF?
Well, maybe you're onto something. Maybe you're onto something. Maybe you should design it so that you remove the ability to keep it in, and you just load it and launch another one.
Ballistic, man. Go ballistic. The second reason is, the second reason is it looks corny to me. It looks like something I would leave on my desk, and some little kid would come down here and go, "Oh, toy!" You know, it looks. I don't know. It just hasn't. But to be honest with you, after I got this one, I just wasn't nearly as excited as I thought I would be. You know, it's cool. I will try to sharpen it, but I can almost guarantee you this one will go to. I don't give auto knives away on the channel, but I often give auto knives to other people as I see them and stuff. So this one will probably get sharpened up and be given to somebody. Sure. I'm also not going to, I don't sell autos either because I just don't want to get into that.
So,
yeah.
They're just fun. To me, it's kind of a novelty. It'll be on my table in my collection, and I'll bring it out for lives once in a while, and that's pretty much it. Don't really carry it.
If you want to see people that absolutely love that zipper knife, go watch JD and Kevin. They absolutely love that knife. So and not every person likes every knife. So it's just, you know, but I have gotten kind of beat up about that a little bit.
Right. You know, not everybody has like silly gas station knives like this, you know, like, but I gotta have some weird assisted opening silly gas station knives because it just reminds me of youth and just, I don't know. I like knives. So to me, big, small, you know, one of these huge things like this kukri folder from Boker. I've got a little bit of everything in the collection. I just think
that's a great idea, Fred. The way I look at it for me, though, they have an opportunity to come by my table and meet me. But yes, for everybody else, that's that sounds like a really cool idea.
Fred, you should set that up. Fred's good. We should get Fred to set it up for us, right?
And if it's one or two at a time like that, Blade Show won't care.
Right. I think Fred's he's got the ends. He knows he's the people. He's got the moves. He's got the idea. What do you say, Fred?
Oh, gotcha, Fred. Yeah, no, I love that idea. I would be involved with it. Yep, sure would.
I heard your table, like right when you walk in the door, yours is going to be pretty close and like on the left or something like that. And then you said something like that?
Yeah, so when you walk in the main door at Blade Show, I'll just see if they've got the map live yet. Last time I looked, they did not have the map. The map says coming soon. So let's just see. Exhibitor list. Floor plan. No, they do have it now. Look at that. Way to go, Blade Show. All right, so we will show this because this will be fun. And yes, I know it's a while until Atlanta, but that's okay.
It's going to be soon.
All right, did I get it right? Yes, I did. All right, so I'm going to zoom in.
Wow.
Well, I don't think I can zoom in anymore, can I?
I
got it. So if you look right here, see where it says Rick Hinderer Knives?
Mm-hmm.
This right here is the main entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, so right beside Rick Hinder Knives and between Rick Hinder and ProTech. So when you get to the point between those two booths, if you look to your left, this table right here, 5DD. So if you look to 5 and then right on the aisle, that's me. And and so it's like boom, 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 you're there.
You'll get a lot of traffic.
I'm very happy with my spot.
That's awesome.
And Devo moved away, so people are gonna have to, last year we got some traffic from Devo and they're crazy people. But I'm right on the aisle, so I'm hoping to get plenty of traffic. Shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully. We'll find out.
Yeah, the Devo Premium Pony Stout's definitely probably my favorite from Devo. Just got a good.
Anybody's welcome to hang at my table. My table did become quite a hang spot, so that is a lot of fun, and I love meeting you guys for sure.
I'm gonna do my best to get down there. I don't know yet, but
it's tough, dude. I get it. It's a lot of money. Yeah, the devotees. Oh my gosh, that's terrible in Asso. You're a terrible human. All right. Any other questions for Dan? We've just kind of been shooting the crap tonight and having some fun here. Now, I will say this. I am not. Okay, I want to go back and correct something. I'm not ragging on Tack Knives, okay? I have another one of their autos, and I love this one, and it came sharp if I picked the right case. I did pick the right case. So this is the Chimera. It's a larger one. I dig this one a lot. This one came very sharp, huh?
I like that blade shape.
Yeah, it's a Warncliffe. Can't get up close enough to the camera because I got a knife case in my lap.
That's got this one.
And look. Yeah, and I think this one's fairly inexpensive. I don't remember the price, but somebody was saying they're just looking for a fairly inexpensive. And then I will always say, and I can't find my black one right now, but I will always say Kershaw Livewire, guys. This to me, now this one's not as good because I put it together, but at the Kershaw factory. But
yeah, I saw that video when you went.
Yeah, so the black one snaps like crazy. I think I screwed something up, but I will say I went a little ham-handed with the oil, so I probably just need to take it out and clean it out. It'd probably be fine.
I actually jumped on that sale. What is that? The Tack Knives, they got a sale right now on out the side auto.
Oh, okay.
What was it called? I
don't know. I hadn't seen that.
Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Titanium Justin's always, he seems to know stuff that I like. And so he'll message me and say, hey, check this out. And then I end up buying it because he was right.
Hey, everybody, Trevor's over here, and he says to tell you guys hello. Dale, they just did DLC on their first model, and I have not seen any of it yet. It's Kubi that's doing it. If I'm being honest, they send these black-coated knives out for Kubi does for somebody to do it, and I bet you every Chinese company is using the same company to do the coatings. Guarantee it. I don't guarantee it, but it feels that way. Yeah, they did, Jim, the last run of Tall Boys had DLC, I thought. Did they not? Am I crazy?
Oh, they did?
Or maybe it was the protos he showed for the binge. The binge has DLC coming out.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's very cool.
That one is also about in the same state, I think, as the downdraft. I think the binge and the downdraft are going to be about the same time.
There's Justin. Tack Knives Goliath. That's what it's called.
Goliath. Yeah, and again, okay. I also want to be clear. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this knife. I mean, look at this action. Okay, there's nothing wrong. It's a really cool knife, especially for $50, and you can put an edge on it. It just, like I said, it just kind of. I want a knife. No matter if I'm paying $50 or $150, a knife should come with an edge. That's all I'm saying. And yes, I know I'm a drama queen, and that's okay. What's up, Stacy? Good to see you. Stacy's
What's up, Stacy? How's it going?
I believe the binge is an exclusive to Blade Binge, but you would have to ask Kevin to be sure.
What's up, Blade Walker? Yeah, this was the Blade Binge dark mode version from the first release that they did. I got lucky. What are these sold out in a half hour or less?
Those did. The latest one sold out in like 10 minutes.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
It's a good knife, though. I mean, what is it? It's S90V, right? Yep. And it's just got a good feel, good size. And they've got the extra jimps up here. Oh, yeah. They should just jimp the whole way, but the extra jimps up on the top, I love that.
Hey, Ken Faulkner, what's up, man?
What's up, Ken?
Good to see you, brother. Ken will most likely be at Blade Show. I see Ken at Blade Show all the time. Kevin Schmidt. Well, there's lots of folks that are there, and we usually see our buddy Ed there. I haven't seen Ed tonight. I hope he's doing all right. Lots of folks. So it's always good. Hey, Conal, what's going on, man? Yeah, if you guys look, here's the thing. Here's what I'll say. Matter of fact, I'll just say this right now. I have no idea who's even exhibiting at the Lehigh Valley Knife Show. I think it's this weekend. If you're in the Pennsylvania area, go check out that show. It's just like Dan said, there's nothing like being with like-minded people that don't think you're a freak for liking knives and having a chance to talk about it and have fun. So it's a lot of good. Ken, I picked on Ken last year for wearing a Bees Blade shirt.
Not with a Bees Blade shirt. No.
He's welcome. Ken can come with whatever shirt he wants. He's totally welcome. I pick on Brian just like I do you, Ken. So I mean, it's his shirt, and I still pick on him for having a Bees Blade shirt on.
That's how you know your friends.
If I lived anywhere near Pennsylvania, I'd be in there this weekend. That looks well. No, I'm working 2 baseball games, so I won't be. But I would love to.
Yeah, we went to the Badger show in Wisconsin a couple weeks ago. That was pretty fun. We had like 170 tables, mostly custom makers and stuff. But it was really cool. A good time. I saw several things that I wanted, but the price range is I'm not saying they weren't worth it. When you get a really nice custom like that, you know it's going to be 300, 400, or more. There was some really, really beautiful stuff. I just wasn't in the market at the time, Got a couple things.
Gotcha. Oh, gosh. Keith talked to Kevin, apparently. He says he will retaliate when I least expect it.
Right.
All I said was we have a less annoying lefty. That's all I said. I mean, come on.
What's up, Mick Ranger? How's it going?
Knife Magazine has a schedule on knife shows. Look at that. I didn't even know that.
They do. I remember, the Knife Magazine or Blade Magazine does too. If you look in the back, they have a page that has all the states that have any shows or any big shows.
Now, wait a minute. I just talked about Fed Harrison and he shows up. Ed, your timing is impeccable. That's funny.
I a lot. I say someone's name, and all of a sudden, I'm like talk about Fred the Lug, and all of a sudden, there he is.
Hey there, what's up, Joe Kasperick? And there is Bluminati Ninja gifting a membership, and that went to Ken Faulkner. Very, very cool.
Right on, Bluminati. What are you up to, bud?
That's funny, Anasso. There are Tempest shirts available at my Teespring store. But I need to update the new ones. Nice. Thank you, Blue. All right. Well, we're going to start to work towards a giveaway here in a minute because, as usual, I'm about done. Kinman needs a pyrite light. Tell him do you not have a pyrite light, Kinman?
I have 2 pyrite lights. I hate them.
Okay.
Justin knows I hate them.
Oh.
pyrite light has the longer blade, and so versus the regular pyrite, I can close it like this all day long, but the pyrite light, the blade is a little bit longer, so it will catch my palm.
I've never had that. That's weird.
I got large hands and wide, and so when I grab it, it sits like this, which is fine for a regular pyrite. But the pyrite light, that blade tip goes all the way to the end.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know why they made that one just a little bit longer, but it's the same handle. The blade is just a small amount. It goes all the way to the end.
Yeah, I guess I don't hold a knife that way.
Right. It's my fault. It's the flaw is me. It's my hand is big enough that if I put my index finger on the button right there, I can put that way up in here. I can hold it in the middle of my palm.
You know, I should give this poor beat up one away sometime, and then they can have Casey threw this down his street.
I saw that. Did that video ever get any more views?
Really.
Or it just
not really. That's what happens when I try stuff, man. The algorithm is weird. I've had videos that I thought like a laser mark. I had one where where is that knife? It was like one of these cool laser marks like this that I did. And it was a 15-second short. It just shows the whole laser mark going, and it gets like 300 views. And then I have some other one of some knife I don't really care about, and it's got 20,000 views. Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, don't know what's going to hit.
My most viewed short ever is Trevor literally showing what knife he's carrying at Blade Show last year. It's got like 75,000 views or something like that.
Just random.
Yeah, just super random.
The CRKT, what is it? The CRKT hatchet that opens when you swing it.
Yeah.
I did a 15-second short of that at Texas, and it has 175,000 views. It's like 100,000 more views than any short I've ever had.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's so weird. The people saw that, and that one decides to take off. That's
crazy. Well, good for you, dude. Well, I was just going to show, Dan, before we start to wrap this up, I wanted to make sure while we had a large amount of people in here to show off my new prototypes. These are the Tempest Knives Tornado. That is the silver and blue with the lovely belt satin finish, clip point blade. These are most likely, I've been asked a lot, this will most likely be a premium knife, meaning something like S90V. I would like to do Van X. I don't think I'll be able to, but we'll find out. If I can't do Van X, it'll be S90V.
And it is a little bit smaller than the Microjet, right?
It is a half an inch shorter.
Wow.
So the Microjet is 7 inches. This guy is 6.5.
So that'll be your tallest design.
Yeah, it's but I mean, like I said, I'm almost 4 fingers back here. And if you choke up to this little spot, I have definite 4 fingers on this guy. So
I love it. Get those jimps on there.
Thank you, Kung Fatty. I appreciate it. And then the black version. And somebody asked yesterday, you should say, literally, I put a picture of this up, and somebody, I think the picture might not have been very good because they said, you should do a black version with bronze hardware. And I went, what? So I guess the picture wasn't very good, but yeah, it's definitely got bronze hardware.
That looks cool. I like it.
Really cool.
I love the blade. I like that kind of clip point sort of.
So let's do this. Kathleen's asking a question, and let's see if I can answer this. It's kind of going to be hard to do holding 3 knives up in the air at once by myself. I'm not one of these fancy guys like Dan that's got an extra camera. So here is the downdraft.
Ooh.
The downdraft is a 7.5 inch knife.
Excellent.
Okay. The Microjet is a 7 inch knife.
Okay.
And then I will do this one first with the downdraft. The Tornado is a 6.5 inch knife. And then I will put the downdraft down, and I will pick up the microjet.
There you go.
Yeah, whoops.
Couple of sweet looking new designs though. So when do we get the downdraft?
Whenever they're done. Like I said, I'm just waiting.
We're just waiting to see.
Waiting to see when they're going to actually ship them, and if Tim B's right or not.
Let's hope. Kind of at the mercy.
Yep, that is what is happening, and there's nothing I can do but wait and see. But yeah, that's kind of a look at the sizes there. Hopefully that's helped.
They look great. Splitting Slices says, check out the 4th annual James Black Bowie Festival in Arkansas.
What's the finger grip length on which one, Byron? I had 3 different knives up there. I assume I don't know. He could be talking about the downdraft or the micro or the tornado. So let me know, Byron. All right. So I know it's about time to wrap up because my eyes are starting to do the thing again. So it's time. All right. So we are going to be moving towards the giveaway. Let's see if Byron asked me his question so I can answer it, and then we will move towards. And Dan, you're welcome to either hang out for the giveaway or bail, whichever you prefer.
I can chill. I'm cool.
Okay.
I won't get in the way much.
The tornado is, so you're asking for actual grip length. So the problem with that question is, I guess it depends on what you're asking. So the backed up grip using the finger well is right at 3 inches. The choked up grip is 3 3/4, 3 5/8, 3 5/8. So I hope that answers the question. What is happening? What is this cable? There's a random cable and I don't know what it is. Okay. It's gone now. But there you go. Hopefully that answers the question. It's definitely a smaller knife. And we are looking at, for those of you, I'm not going to give anything away, so don't ask, okay? But some people have been asking for some of my older designs for me to consider doing smaller versions, and there might be some of that kind of stuff in the works as well. So I'm not going to do all small knives. I can guarantee that. A lot of my knives that have been sold as collaboration knives that will be coming soon are bigger. But yeah, we're going to mix some small stuff in as well. I did not ask about any. Oh, okay. All right, Byron, I'm sorry. I missed what you were asking about. I'm sorry.
It can be tough to follow chat sometimes.
Yeah, so the Yangjiang is where Kubi is located. That is Yangjiang in the Guangdong province of China. So, yep. No more little dinky. I'm doing both, Jim. Calm down. Wait till you see the one we're waiting on. The prototype we're waiting on that hasn't shipped yet is a larger knife. And I'm very excited for it. I'm doing both. It's okay. How do you return from a knife show with your knives when you got to check a bag? That's the only way you can do it. If you're flying, you got to check a bag. Yep, that's the only way.
That's one of the reasons I ended up driving to Texas. It was like I wanted to bring some knives with, and I was like, well, I could. The flights the flight was actually more expensive than the gas was, but then I could also just throw whatever knives I want in the car and just go rather than having to check anything.
By the way, if anyone is looking for a Fractus, I know some people have been asking me, reach out to me on Instagram. Somebody was asking me for a Fractus, and I know somebody's selling one. So let me know. All right, so let's move towards the giveaway tonight. Tonight's giveaway is a little more simple because last week I gave 1 billion knives away, and we're just doing a little more chill of a giveaway tonight, but it's still a good one in my opinion. Hopefully you agree, and if you don't, I'm sorry. Do me a favor. While I set this up, Tim, can you put a Dan Kinman YouTube link up for me, please? Kinman, Dan Kinman is his channel.
I am at 8,997. Who wants to be my 9,000th subscriber?
Oh, somebody go get it. Somebody go take care of it.
I appreciate it,
no,
Casey.
I agree. Can't accept being me. If I do fly to one of the faraway shows, I will have to have some Tempest knives with me. So those may or may not be replaceable, but we'll see. All right. Yeah, Dan's a lot of fun. So definitely go check him out. Everybody subbed already, Dan. Sorry.
I know, right? I bet you. I recognize just about everybody in here. So, yeah, yep. I get it. It's all good.
I'll sit like this. There we go. Got it. All right. So there's your link. Thank you, Tim. So go check out Dan's channel, please, guys. All right. So here's the deal. We're going to do a giveaway. I will show you momentarily what you're going to win. In the meantime, you will be given a hashtag. You're to put that hashtag up on the screen one and only one time from one account. Do not do multiple accounts. If I think you're doing multiple accounts, I reserve the right to disqualify you and come to your house and call you names. No, just kidding. I'm not doing that. But I will disqualify you if you are using multiple accounts. Definitely, you have to have a U.S. mailing address. If you do not have a U.S. mailing address, then you're out of luck. Please do not enter if you do not have a U.S. mailing address. And stick around to the end of the drawing because you have to get your instructions on how to claim your prize. Okay? Yep, I'm always calling people names. You're correct. There he goes. Yay. Congratulations, dude.
484 people in the last 28 days. That was a good month.
That's good. All right, so here is our hashtag. So please put that up on the screen. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Put that up on the screen one time and one time only. We're gonna let this run for about 2 minutes. You will get. I'm gonna. Let's see, Dan. I'm gonna take you out for just a second so they can see better here. You've got the giant pack of Knives Fast swag, which includes tonight's bunny and Butter Knives Fast number. Where is the bunny? I wanted to show the bunny one more time. There it is. Butter Knives Fast number 199. So that's kind of cool. Next week will be number 200. Signed by our buddy Trav. There you go. And you're going to get Killer Bunny number 125, which is the bow tie bunny. Oh, come on. There he is. All right. And there's a bunch of stickers. There's Oh Father in here. There's Zach stuff. There's DSKFS. There's Smoky Mountain Knife Works. There's Big Red EDC. There's Bluminati Ninja and Twisted Sis. Blade Binge. Pins and pin blades. You name it. It's all in there. All right. About a minute till we draw, guys. All right. Let's show the 2 more things. Then we'll put Dan back up. 3 more things. You've got a Compass Shark from our buddy Tim B. Thank you, Tim, for sending this. I think this is the last one for now. Hint. No, wait, no. I'm kidding, Tim. And then we've got a Kelly White keychain. I'm so mean. Kelly White keychain. And tonight's Kniff is a classic Kubi knife. This is the Kubi Momentum from our friend Sharif Manganis. Very cool knife, thumb studs and front flipper, G10, 14C, I believe, and really, really cool. All right. So that is what we're giving away. Let's put Dan back in here so you guys don't forget he's here. Here, wait. Does this work? Nope, that's no good. All right. So that is what we're doing tonight. So you have 30 seconds until I draw. Dan's going to scare us all. I'm already scared. Yeah, all you got to do to enter is enter the hashtag one time. All you have to do. Compass Shark, do. Yeah, of course, Rory. Hello, Rory, another channel member. All right, 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, bam! 99 entries, 121 people in the chat. Let's see who our winner is, and it's David. Rule number 9. I saw you, Woodfish. Woodfish just sat right there for like 30 seconds, and then it changed to rule number 9. So there you go, David. Rule number 9. Do me a favor, David. Are you here? Let us know you are here. Dan.
That's me.
Woodfish is saying he remembers seeing a really cool custom fixed blade on your channel one day. Any chance you remember what he's talking about? Hey, David. Hold on. David is our winner, guys. David Iverson, very nice. Do me a favor, my friend. Just send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com, and remind me of your mailing address, and I will get that guy out to you. Congratulations, rule number 9. Love to see it. All right. Now we will put Dan back up where you can see him. All right. Tell us about it.
This is a Sea Fox. I got this in Texas. It's a nice
Sorry, Joe.
Magna Cut, white paper micarta, and then koa for the wood. Just feels awesome. As far as the fixed blade goes, this is could be like a daily carry. That Magna Cut hollow grind on there, just gorgeous. Kind of one of my first Magna Cut blades.
It was around that size, but I think it was a Warncliffe, he says.
It was a Warncliffe. This one? I mean, is this one? This is the Sheriff.
Hey, Joe Kasparek, happy birthday, man. Let's see. Let's see if that's the one. Pinky up because it's fancy. Put your pinky up, Dan. It's fancy. There you go.
Pinky up. Yeah, this one was a custom maker, Mr. Sheriff, 154 cm micarta. That's the one. Yeah, dude, this thing is like, I don't know, I probably need to strap it again, but it is just razor sharp, super cool. And it's fun to support. It was at the Midwest Knife Makers Guild, so it was just a bunch of knife makers from Midwest and just a bunch of cool people.
Yep. Well, Dan, we've had fun, but it is time to wrap this puppy up, dude. I appreciate you
coming on. I'll do it anytime you want. You're looking on a week where you just want to hang out or whatever. I'm usually free. I usually go live. I've been going live before you and throwing people in here, although everyone who's in my live generally comes over here anyway.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Very cool, David. Thank you. What are we doing with puppies? I'm not doing anything to puppies. I like puppies. All right. So I'm going to wrap this up, Dan. Again, really cool channel, guys. He's having a lot of fun. I like to highlight folks that are just not taking themselves too seriously and having a good time.
No doubt. No doubt.
No doubt, man. I mean, look, the thing is, I'm no different than anybody else in here. I just was crazy enough to try to find time in my schedule to do a channel and put all this content out. But we're all the same. We're all just people that love knives and love hanging out and having a good time. And that's what it's all about. So
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Everybody likes your new set there, Dan. Mine's old and boring.
Gonna keep designing, get it going, and evolve the channel even more every day. Having a blast. Can't wait to keep making more content.
Cool. Well, we'll remember this day of you being on my channel live when you pass me shortly. So yeah, but no, we're hey, look, I'm not slowing down, man. So you're gonna have to catch me. There's no I'm gonna slow down and let you come. You better keep up the pace,
pushing, bro. For
keep
sure.
up the pace.
For sure. It's hard to keep up with you. You got so much good stuff going on. Everybody loves your knives.
Yeah, we're having
loves your content. You got a great attitude.
If you didn't see the tornado video today, go check it out. Kind of a first look at give you a little bit more. So, yep. All right. I got to run. And Dan, thank you so much, guys. Definitely give us a thumbs up, comment, all that good stuff. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell to all. And thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel. See you guys. Have a great one.
Take care, all.